Alright guys, how are we all doing? Hope you're all well. Double XP dropped yesterday. Exciting times. Great opportunity to obviously get those levels in. Bank those perk coins. Especially for us PvP guys. You know, it's a great chance for us to upgrade all those legendary perk cards. You know, give us the edge in the PvP scene. But what I'm going to do today is show you the best way to get the most out of your XP farming. Yeah, it's something that I've always been pretty solid at doing. You know, I've got some of the best records that I've heard of in terms of power level and characters. So I want to share with you guys what I do, my methods, what buffs I take, and of course my XP farming route. Yeah, and trust me when I say this, it is far better than, you know, the likes of Tanagra Town and Glass Caverns, because I know a lot of guys, including myself, used to swear by that. But trust me when I say this, the route that I take, you're earning much higher XP per mob, and, you know, in the grand scale of things, you will level up a lot quicker. So without further ado guys, let's talk about the buffs. So the first and most important thing that I want to tell you guys about is tasty squirrel stew. Yeah. Now there's two ways you can get this. Yeah. Of course, you saw my videos on Yasmin Chowdhury. She is absolutely amazing. She actually sells tasty squirrel stew. Yeah. So what that does is give you up to a plus 25% XP buff. Yeah, which is huge. Yeah, if you've got that popped, if you've got strange in numbers running, you'll get plus 25% XP off tasty squirrel stew. Yeah, see if she's got one. Maybe not. But if not, you can buy the recipe from her as well if you don't know it already. So let's see. Tasty squirrel stew. Nah, she's not got it this time, but I will take that. I will take that, and I will take that. This is my farming tune, by the way, guys. Not my main. She's not got the recipe there. I already know it though. But you know, if she doesn't have it, do not worry. It is super simple to craft. And obviously, as long as you've got like your super duper, your butcher's bounty running, you'll be able to, you know, farm loads and loads of meat. So all food. It is a prepared food. So with that, unfortunately, you're not able to run backwards in 6, as some of you might be thinking about doing. It doesn't work with prepared foods, unfortunately. But tasty squirrel stew, what do we need? Boiled water, we need salt. Salt's easy to get. White Springs Golf Club, any eatery around the map, where you get your salt, pepper, your spices, Helvetia, for example, as well. You get loads everywhere, so it's not easy to, it's not hard to farm. Squirrel bits. Now, I know when I looked at this, I had no clue where to get squirrel, right? The only thing that popped into my head was Fashnat Day. Yeah, you get tons, but Fashnat's not here, so where do we get squirrel? I had to look this up myself, but believe it or not, right beside White Springs entrance, you can get 3, yeah? With Butcher's Bounty, you can get 6, and if you leave and rejoin server, it will respawn them, so you can do that as many times as you want, and you know, craft up as much of the stew as you want as well. Tato, obviously easy to farm. The best place, in my opinion, is the General Steakhouse. And then wood. If you've not got wood, you need to have a word with yourself. But General Steakhouse, just up the top of the Cranberry Bog. Where my marker is, that's exactly where the farm is. I think there's like 16 tato plants or something like that. Just make sure you're running green thumb, and you can harvest double. Happy days. I'll show you where to get the squirrel bits. Super simple. So just head over to the entrance, and literally to the left of the entrance, in the little grassy area, you will find a couple here. Berry Mentats helps, but if you just keep tapping that bats, you see them there. Squirrel bits, happy days. There's another one there. Squirrel bits, happy days. And then if you just head over the other side of the car park, you'll get another one, along with a few rabbits. Where are we? Where are we? Might not have spot. Oh, there we go. That's crits with an LMG, yeah. Overpowered. I picked this up yesterday. It's actually really nice. Cool, so that's me get the squirrel bits. You know where to get the Tato. Yeah, it's self-explanatory from here, guys. When you're crafting it, just make sure and bang on that all-important super duper and get the most bang for your buck. But it's as easy as that to craft the squirrel stew, and that's the main thing that you want. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to hop over to the big guy, and I'm going to talk to you about the rest of the buffs, and then we're going to get straight into the action. See you soon, guys. Alright, guys, welcome back. Now I'm going to show you exactly what buffs I'm running, and then we can cut to the action. But remember, first thing to do, go grab a quick power nap, get that 5% XP. Then, what you want to be doing is get a tasty squirrel stew down your neck, get a leader bobblehead, and get a Live and Love magazine. And I've already got lunch boxes popped, so let's see what my stats look like. What have we got? Leader bobblehead plus 5%, and that lasts for an hour. Live and Love, plus 5% XP in a team. That lasts for half an hour, so try and be mindful, top that up every half an hour. Rested from sleeping, plus 5%. Very well rested, plus 100%. Bonus XP, let me bang on Strange in Numbers there, and what will I take off? Take off Suppressor. Strange in Numbers. I will share Suppressor since I'm such a nice guy. Sorry, Inspirational since I'm such a nice guy. Ignore that sneak, that shouldn't be there. It's normally dodgy, but I don't want to mess up my AP. My serums are about to run out, so I will take that off and we'll just run Class Freak and I'll drop my health a bit more. But let's have a look at that now. So that's plus 100% with the double XP, plus the leader, that's 105%. Live and Love 110%, Rested 115%, Inspirational plus 130%, Very Well Rested plus 230%, and Squirrel Stew 255% extra XP right now. Huge, huge. So without further ado, guys, let's get farming. there you have it, guys. That's my XP farming route. Now, I went up a few levels just doing that. What was that, like 3 or 4 levels? And obviously, me being this high a level, you know, it's going to be a lot more difficult for me to rank up, to level up, than it will be for a lot of you guys out there. Like, if I was doing this on my smaller guy, you know, I'd probably have leveled up like 10 times just in that one run. But trust me, guys, I mean, if you look at some of the XP numbers I was getting there, some of them are crazy. I mean, you're popping, you know, round about 1200 per super mutant, and you know, classically they are, you know, you get the most XP from super mutants of all the regular mobs, but of course some other notable enemies as the sentry bots. You saw that at White Springs. I was getting 3.3k XP just for one sentry bot. I know people that can, you know, that can farm just the White Springs robots and level up quick as hell. That's always an option, but of course, you know, that can get a bit tedious. But for a good solid farming route, this is probably it's one of the best ways to do it. It's the route that I've always done when I've been XP farming, and it's never let me down yet. So just as a quick recap, guys, so we start off at White Springs. We do the robots at the entrance, and then we will move to the front of the resort. You've got 2 sentry bots there, kill a few of the robots. It's kind of, it's temperamental. Sometimes, you know, you get XP from other robots, sometimes you don't, but you're always guaranteed XP from the sentry bots and the assaultrons, so always aim for them. So you'd move over to the White Springs entrance, White Springs bunker area, you always get sentries and assaultrons there. And then another option is you could actually scour the whole outskirts round the exterior wall, find all the entrances, and you always get assaultrons or sentry bots there as well. It's just it takes a bit of time to get right round, you know, the exterior. That's why after the bunker area, I just cut straight through the middle. I head straight for the golf club. Everybody knows that's a high XP area, loads of ghouls. And then you'd move your way onto the golf course. You've got the broken wall at the back. You always get sentry bots or assaultrons there, or both. Clear out the mobs on the way to the far north entrance, and as you saw yourself, you always get some robots there. So plenty of XP to be earned in White Springs, and then I start hitting up the super mutant areas. So we head over to National Isolated Radio Array. Remember, there's 2 parts to that. There's the building, and then there's the warehouse area behind it. So clear that out. Head down to West Tech. Everyone knows West Tech. That is probably the best area in the whole map. I sometimes run down to Ripper Alley, take out the Blood Eagles, but failing that, head straight for Huntersville. Again, loads of super mutants, big XP, and then I'll come down Cranberry Bog, Sunrise Field, take out all the Mirelurks. You saw yourself, I got max XP from the Mirelurk Queen. Yeah, 4k XP. Now that is huge. Yeah, and then always head right down the bog. I take out all the Scots beasts, all the Scots round about. I hit the forest, as you saw there. I got lucky. I hit 4k XP with a sheep squatch as well. You could get lucky. You normally get super mutants and stuff in there. Obviously, there wasn't. You usually get up to 3 Scots beasts down there. Only 1 spawned for me, unfortunately. Sorry, you can get up to 4. So you get 1 back here, and then you get 3 down at Fissure Site Prime. So you can get up to 4 Scots beasts and a load of other random mobs. And then of course head up to Harper's Ferry, another high level XP area, loads of mobs. If you're lucky, it's filled with super mutants. Obviously you get the most XP from them, so another good area. And then as you saw, head straight up to Grafton, just super mutant central there. Yeah, another great area to XP farm. And then that's pretty much my route, guys. and then I will come back down to White Springs, server hop, and do it all again. Yeah, it can get tedious, but it's got to be done, guys. Like I said, best way to farm XP in my opinion. And obviously any queens or any arrows in between, I would recommend, you know, getting to them. If you're doing the queens, just make sure you've done enough damage to the queen, and then you can sort of ignore her for a bit and concentrate on all the mobs. You know yourself, tons and tons of mobs spawn down there, so that's where you get the XP from, not from the queen itself. Same with arrow. Do your damage, focus on the Wendigos. Yeah, just farm that shit. And yeah, before you know it, you'll be leveling up. So just remember your buffs, guys. Lunchboxes, sleep, leader bobblehead, live and love magazine, tasty squirrel stew, and your jamming. There is other things you could pop on top of that, like cranberry nukas, for example. If you run cola nut, you'll get plus 6% XP. There's maybe some other stuff as well, but the main food buff is definitely your tasty squirrel stew. So I hope this was helpful, guys, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the XP event and hit those targets. But from me, I'm out. See you guys in the next one.